We've heard terms coming from the executive, from the administration, like insurrection. And David wants to know about martial law. What circumstances constitute martial law that a White House could get away with declaring or find grounds for declaring?
Well, look, we are far away from anything of that nature happening. Where we are right now with this effort to deploy National Guard troops on American soil is that the use of the military for domestic law enforcement is prohibited by something called the Posse Comitatus Act. And the police power under the Constitution is reserved to the states. So we're in this sort of crazy moment where the states' rights crowd, right, conservative Republicans, are arguing for taking away states' rights, which sort of makes my head explode. Um, the president can federalize the National Guard and deploy them domestically in one of three situations. If we're being invaded, which isn't happening, if there's a rebellion going on, which isn't happening, and if there's sort of a conflagration on the streets and existing resources are insufficient to enforce federal law. And that's what Trump is alleging is happening here. That's the fight that's going on in the courts right now. Can the courts review the president's decision? Is the president's decision correct? When we're all seeing blow up animal costumes in Portland, is that really like this widespread violence and horrible crime that existing forces are insufficient to guard against? That, I think, answer is pretty plain for anybody who's got two good eyes or is listening to the news. Not a whole lot of doubt about whether what Trump is doing is merited. And so the first line of defense is for the courts to intervene. The second line of defense is, of course, the public. And right now, we're doing a very splendid job of protesting and raising awareness about it